Yeah, boy.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. You saw the Ugandan, the duo, another duo.
Dior is a spray. Like a Dior. Like
Dior is not a spray. It's a brand that does a lot of products. So yes, guys, ladies and gentlemen, old men and old women, yes, we bring you another exciting episode of Things That Happen. Like we usually tell you, if it is your first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's engage in the comment section, and of course, just make sure you share to a brother, a friend, a sister, your loved one, your partner, and even if when you are broken hearted, just make sure you share it across your exes, and we get it growing. Right, boy?
Yo, bro.
Charlie, what be the rundown?
Yeah, you see, Charlie, say Ghana here, like a lot of unscrupulous activities always happen here, and there are some laws that backs or this unscrupulous. It doesn't back them, but like it fights against all of these activities.
Okay.
Sometimes when these floods that then they happen for one of cities, then like around the things, most of the activities that causes the flood is being done by we the human beings.
Okay.
You about what are they talking?
Yeah, they about.
Apart from maybe buying your land at at a waterlogged area, there are some unscrupulous and uneducated, not even uneducated, like Obia. There are some people, they have decided that they also contribute to the flood that is going on in the country intentionally. So this video that you are about to watch, this guy was seen trying to dispose rain off. Let me read this caption to you. Also, a young man was seen disposing a waste from a container into a drain and pushing it to be carried away by runoff water during last night's rain at Kumasi-Asafo. Specifically at the VIP bar station, a place called BB. So those who are at Kumasi, the VIP bar station, now you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so say if it rains, there are some people who have huge waste at their homes. And they will not go and dispose it at the proper waste disposable or waste disposal post or whatever that you call it. Wabotchana in Suluta.
No we
piegum or chede in sun on foot in ruin. Massa, esho be no room, Pampers room, Nzamanzama bin Azibi Chale. And the next day you see all of this waste product being spread across the road. Just like that. And some of these waste, they will go and block the places where water is supposed to pass freely, and they will go and block there. In Tinsunuta, that area starts flooding. That is how this flooding start, bro. I don't know what you think of.
No, but you see, Bibini, I'm going to say this one in the local dialect. Bibini feel there, only here, Niyanku Bibini, but I don't know in Ankasano. So you see, it rains. And people intentionally take huge refuse just to some gutters. You push it through the drains, you understand, where the water is supposed to flow freely, and then take the petty rubbish in the gutters away. Now you are adding up. It gets stuck at a particular end, and now when your place or where you live whatsoever floods, you want to blame it on government. You want to blame it on people who have no idea about the activities you carry on when it is raining.
Yeah, very true.
You see, sometimes even you don't have to blame people for whatsoever you do in your communities. This guy, me, I'm happy the video. You look at it right now. I'm happy the video shows the face. You see, these people, the police or those who are in charge of this sanitation thing. You see, the last time, bus stop boys, our own bus stop boys, around that Okonglo whatsoever. Yeah. You see, these guys, when they cleared the drain on one side, the next morning, a contractor whatsoever had gone to dump gravels after the construction work in the same drain. These guys spent days clearing.
So no sort of block in Sunibia.
block partner from
the family. One day, when that place will get stuck,
it will get stuck. It will flood again.
Yes,
and then you start calling on government. Yes. Whilst others have they volunteered to just contribute their quota to making the community or the environment a clean and healthy one. But let's look at the video.
Let's watch the video right now. Yeah, you see how busily the boy is committing sin. Let's watch the video. So guys, big ups to 8 Hub Media. Yeah, no, he posted a video online, and you see how busily guy no ogada running now. Initially when you watch the video, you might think that he's doing something good. Ogada running now, one was good as being no. No pierce shagatenum. Running now, pierce shagatenum.
The funny thing. Gatana also open running the drain is very small, so he's forcing the rubbish into it. Until if the rain doesn't become that heavy to push the thing away, it gets stuck. Now you live in your house, it rains, your rooms and your houses get flooded, and Charlie, they experience these cracks, and then you'll be like, oh, the government should come to our aid, our places are getting flooded. But meanwhile, Kwabrani didn't have recording, we're doing to the food because there's somebody
na Ghana Nancy Bibia no Fraben Nancy wasn't there area no but too much. Video be amoshe party no send yes aban there only bibi phone me say we no bo Ghana they boy this thing it don't make sense.
You see sometimes the fact that we try to associate certain things with illiteracy is even like it's mind busting. This one you don't need anything like you are uneducated or you know very well. Because one, if the refuse you are keeping in your house is something that is worth keeping, you would have just kept it there, but you decided not to keep it there, and you waited for it to rain. You didn't take it to the refuse dump. You are just leaving it in the drains. You shouldn't find on call.
But I think that another reason why I am confident, they put this refuse. They just dispose it in the gutters when it is raining. It's because when you go to Accra, Charlie, nothing is for free there. Like this one, they will take like 5 cedis or 10 cedis. So it means that spending is 10 cedis and disposing it at the right place. That guy, go do that.
Okay.
Right, there's Echo Coronation. Echo from Cape Coast Assembly, from Coronation Junction to Asianda Junction. Sensu to Sisiala. In Sutra, you see that the whole place gets what? Flooded.
Okay.
The whole street. It even covers the gutters. Say, you're driving there in Nemina and Shea. Like, you might even end up, falling in the gutter or something. I don't know if what were them people like the bus, what was their name?
Bus Stop Boys.
The Bus Stop Boys. I don't know if they have like that kind of group in Cape Coast. Maybe I walk around where you're cleaning Naza. If we don't have that, then I think that's about time I keep close so there so that the city will be clean. Because roads, or the way our roads say little waste be like bugu the whole street will get flooded. You dey buy what are the talk. You go NIB after Epas and also Echo a Malcolm Road that place to they face the same
that place
problem.
They be very serious.
They face the same problem because the gutters where they there or it choke. You the bab and them way ya to cool street nazi. I don't know contribute to all of these things, you know. In Tinka baby order in suta in soon order often. Right now, no, as a water tom nazi in as akashaw and them street man and no musukachi yanko school ekito face degree and them street men no muso any tissue. Yeah, we are not watch and got him. At watching street one another woman I mean on then and you know this thing when I'm talking about this thing I don't limit it to only the uneducated ones. Even the educated ones show bits on the private scam or on the private scam pa bro on the moonsa and what watching streets no what watching road no I can see do know who I am.
And you see sometimes people say a lot of things with regards to this particular sanitation that we need education. This sanitation thing, I feel like it's something that you have to be intentional about it. Take it like you live in your own house, you live in your own space. Trust you me, if your place gets a bit scattered, you don't feel okay.
Yeah, you don't feel comfortable.
It's the same thing when you step out. The environment we step out into, we are using it with a lot of people. You are not the only one, regardless of your status. So you cannot just go about doing anything whatsoever. Because at the end of the day, if you dump the rubbish at one site where you don't live, where other people go about or conduct their businesses, it means that for whatsoever impact that rubbish will have on them, you will not be affected. It's the same thing. Just imagine you live in your space, your friends visit you, and then Charlie, they all come in and they start dumping a whole lot of things in your room. You would have to clean it because you don't want to be in a space where you feel uncomfortable. But we live in a very big society. Everybody in the environment gets affected by whatsoever activity we conduct. And you see this dumping of rubbish thing. The last time I was just by the streets, and then one guy, he was just sipping this sachets. Oh yeah, the next no or two and I'm say cinnamon. This thing for carry oh me fan then I'm say na adio ufia nke beje ma toa.
Now Cape Coast I think that the former metropolitan chief executive, like they tried solving this issue. You know, they placed dustbins at various vantage points in the town, like in the Cape Coast metropolis. You know what happened? We fought when they have we dustbins, you know. Was the dustbins around? Even mommy feeling was dustbin besuo was BCC Kotokraba there a Sunday market from where Sunday market we are now. Ma, what's the one street no one phone wrong friend and one phone gum. After people ended up bringing huge waste from their homes
just to dump it.
No, obi pa mbanchi won bebrebe no webu ho yegum mponchibin na aze no webu yegum like ebane nti se zoom lion for mbe na won fire and around no obi so oye unura na webu ozebesi that's been in nchen ochede wa chichira abaka bola for no ba one more head and one fan count. But them does been see what is see what there and I'm near no pure water. Neza atum ekita unwan kitin bia na zaiden as atum chale bibi e shoeden onyi. Now they've stolen all the dustbins around. I don't know where they sent these dustbins to. So how then do you want the Metropolitan Assembly to solve this problem? Sisia, where Sunday market we are, go Kotokwaba, you go see Charlie, the place is messed up.
Charlie.
You know, from a Santec road order Santec Nichiwo Zebabasan as our Conation Junction one, you go see the place is messed up. Because that's been now this is what there nka won phone runners into to me nko fa bafo wozu ko won fifi
kobra na eboyi
agasa interior nurse na abana no mbo no ho mozen chief executive oye na adwuma like you are blaming the government. Why you know that the government is trying to eradicate all of these things but that's been mzebe so I then am that's been do ezuko fie we know no ashon ma it was bibia no pede won't make scar out of it into that's been was a best one am that's been do akoton because of we pede then enuminti.
So you see me I stand by the point that making the society or the community a clean place is an intentional something. You don't need like somebody to tell you what to do. You understand? So me I stand by that. And you see, anybody caught in the act, anybody caught in the act must face the law.
That's it.
Basically, because you can't go about doing all these things and then at the end of the day you want to blame these Zoom Lion people. They wake up at dawn, try to tidy up our roadside and everything, and then you just go about dumping. I want to announce all our chamber plan. For just 1 minute.
I don't find you got to watch it. Robertson getting it, torching it, like you are just making the place a whole mess. You know, Bob. That as he say, I want us to educate one. You know, there's no way the town will be clean. You know, somebody will say that, hey, me just New York compare with it, massa. But you know, you be or check the be problem no problem solving to us. No compare
excuse, yeah.
As no compare be now. I mean, or there must be some bylaws. You know that will Brofunum Pomba. You know that will make people to do the right thing. You understand?
Then laws idea, but the
like the law enforcement
is the problem.
As I say, them CCM if we are they have to employ more. Another what was the conejuma there? Who there will be
what Chicasa?
What Chicas? Oh, like what Chicas?
Is that the question I
say? But I for the sake of this, clean. But our agent could deep removes no, what was the conejuma there? At least say
community police for Nazim.
Them community police for Nazim. They should, you know, like add more. Like all of these things to their job, Charlie. So that when them no one will be a drop in so out to former, they should arrest the person or the person should pay fine. You know, a drop any disposal be a waste be as to street rumor. You have to pay for it. You understand? Charlie. And I think that by doing this, you know, like we will get somewhere. You know what at the talk.
You know that's Charlie. So Charlie, we wrap up this way. Let us know what you think in the comment section. If you chance on anybody to Charlie, just drop it or tag us anywhere on social media, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Maybe we'll respond.
SMS,
Charlie. Things they happen.
My name is Benny Flex and I did this with MC Money. You know, peace, shalom. Bye bye. Yeah, boy.